Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you had a good holiday and you're back at it trading away. The markets have just been so bullish recently. This is the SPY that you can see on the 1 hour chart here, and you can see it's just been grinding up and up. We're kind of stalling out here a little bit, but this might just be in preparation for another leg up. Who knows, right? Which way it could go. What you're looking at right now is Algo Pro, my favorite one. So this is Algo Pro version 1.2. I've been testing out a lot of these algorithms recently, or indicator systems. I'd really ignored them for the first probably decade of my trading. I think a lot of people start with these types of indicators because it simplifies life for them, right? Instead of having to learn how to put together a strategy with moving averages and RSI and all this stuff, this all does like the hard work for you with an algorithm that usually seems to work pretty well in a lot of cases, especially on the longer time frames. Algo Pro is my favorite. I've tested other ones. So I've tested EZalgo, I've tested EZalgo, and then Algo Pro, and then I guess the one I'm going to talk about today, which is EZalgo. And there's dozens of them. And they often seem to be copies of each other, right? The websites will often look the same, the deals will be the same, the pricing will be the same. They'll all contain oscillator packages, they'll all contain overlay buy-sell signals like these ones. They'll have different like waves of trends and all this stuff like dashboards. So they're all very, very similar to what I'm finding. And Algo Pro, for me, on the default, has had the best results. Now, one thing that came up recently was turning off extended hours. So you get different results if you have extended hours on or off, and mine are currently off. And so the guys that I know that have had success in Sidekick Traders Discord, one of the Discords that I run, they've had it off. And then one guy who wasn't so happy with the system had it on accidentally, and we're kind of hoping that that's why he's been having more difficulties with it. Because the extended hours was on rather than off. Now, it may not make much of a difference, but I'm just kind of telling you what I've found with these things, and what the people that I talked about it have found as well. And so this is SPY, like I said, 1 hour with Algo Pro, my favorite. I'll leave a link in the description where you can get it for the cheapest possible price, and a review which contains all the videos, or a big chunk of the videos that you'll find on my channel about Algo Pro. I've really tested it thoroughly. Really like it. You can see on the 1 hour chart here, you can see straight away that this thing works, right? Like the buy signals here, sell signals here, buys here. And you look back, you find a sell signal right here, all the way down. This would have been kind of a flat signal, but that's okay. And buy signal here. This wouldn't have worked too well. This would have been a really small move. Remember, these are 1 hour candles though, so you got to take that into consideration. Really good sell signal here. So you can just look at the charts and see that these things work really, really well. At the moment, I haven't set my take profits very high. You can spread this out. But I don't really want to dwell on Algo Pro. My whole point here is I just want to kind of have something to compare it to. So this is my favorite system, especially on SPY, on the shorter time frames, but also on the longer time frames. So we'll just set it to 1 hour, just arbitrarily 1 hour. You can kind of see what the results are like. So let's start looking at the EZalgo. So I'm going to switch off the Algo Pro here, so it'll vanish and everything associated with the Algo Pro vanishes. Now you just have the bare SPY chart in 1 hour. Switch on the EZalgo, so it's EZalgo. And they have a Discord associated with it. It's right here. Easy Trades. They call it EZalgo and Easy Trades. It's an interesting setup. So basically, the owner and founder, or at least the person that runs this, is called Matt Pease on the Discord, and he has a whole bunch of different like stuff, including a YouTube channel with how to use this thing, which is cool, which is what I really like. The system here, like the Discord's pretty good, but they are heavily promoting their upsells, so they are looking to get you into easy crypto and easy options, which is more of like a mentoring service, which is pretty interesting. So they teach you their strategies and things. It looks pretty good. It has some good reviews. I looked up so they do it for options and crypto. I looked at the testimonials, and all the testimonials seem to be about the upsell ones, not the actual bot itself. Although there's definitely some good feedback about the bot as well. But a lot of it is about easy crypto and things as well. So this is like their premium package. It's quite expensive. I'll probably do a full review on that like separately. Just want to kind of give an overview in this part 1 of the EZalgo review. So here's some of the documents and stuff, so you can find out like different risk managements and things. And Matt's really good in terms of, he really preaches like confluence and don't just rely on like the buy sell signals. You've got to have more reasons to enter the trade. And I'll talk about the reasons that he gives and what I found to be pretty useful as well in this video. So there's futures here. So people asking things like, does this trade in algo work good for futures? We can have a quick look at that today as well, because I like trading the futures, in particular selling the futures. Let's see, live recordings. So the Discord's pretty helpful. I would say the support is good, the Discord's good. Share your ideas, general chat, free signals, all this kind of stuff, user strategies. So people are sharing their strategies and things, which are cool. And so this is definitely, it's definitely not one of these things that just says like follow the buy and sell. It is really encouraging you to use a couple of key things, including the trend, but also support and resistance on multiple time frames, which I thought was really cool. So let's take a look at the chart right here and kind of see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and hide some of this stuff so that it's basically as simple as possible to get started. So let's go in and get rid of the multi-time frames, and let's get rid of the other stuff here. So we go down here, show reversal bands. So this is really simple, and this is an easy is a good term for it. So easy isn't easy. It's a good way because like there's not a lot to this compared to some of the other things. Like EZalgo has so many complex things like backtesting, all that stuff now. Love EZalgo, but this one and Algo Pro so far I'm more inclined to recommend to people. Okay, so what I've done is I've narrowed it down to just the buy sell signals, right? And you can see by themselves this is obviously like buy when it's green and a sell when it's red. And you can see that these are profitable moves. Some of them are smaller and some of them are larger, like this one's huge all the way up here. So you can see that this does work, right? These are signals that are generating. There's occasional fake outs, and I've noticed with this one that there are, and I'd say EZalgo has this issue too, there's more of this type of thing. You see where it's like a tiny little, let's zoom in here, where it's like this, where it just goes bibba, and it's like, that confuses people a lot, I think, probably freaks people out. There's more, I would say, like fake signals, if you want, like fake outs, which are harder to eliminate, and that's what I find with EZalgo. But the trick here is there are a couple of extra confluence indicators that you want to add to this chart, which get rid of those things, and you wouldn't take those trades anyway. So that's just good trading. It's just good trade management. It's good, you know, it's good trading rather than just relying on like one buy signal or whatever. Sometimes you can get away with that, and this thing just runs. These little X's mean take profit, you know, so these are take profit, these are take profit. Now, there's a few features here. The first one I want to talk about is the golden pocket, and that's basically a Fibonacci level. So basically Matt's come up with this idea that there's a particular Fibonacci level, I think it's like 0.61. As a physicist or ex-physicist, I should probably know more about exact Fibonacci, but I've never traded Fibonacci retracements and levels and things really. Never been something that really interested me, but he's convinced that the Fibonacci level, or golden pockets, which are the two main like ones that he's found to be useful, they're always put on the chart, right? So this is here. And you can see as it breaks through that, sure, it was a very significant level, that when it broke it, it really just kept running. So sometimes he'll play them where it bounces off of these golden pocket levels, which is really a good strategy to do. We can see if we can hunt down some examples today where that's happened. In this case, on SPY, on the 1 hour, it's really just kept up through that main level, and then it's gone. So this main level hasn't really, it doesn't have as much significance as it would have if it was bouncing off it or whatever. But here's the cool thing. So Matt, the guy that seems to be the main guy here, main developer or owner, I'm not quite sure what his role is, but he basically said, look, if you use like the 4 hour or the 6 hour like support and resistance levels, you'll have more success than if you just use like the buy and sell signals. So here is what I've found to be pretty useful. Try and get this to open up. So here it says multi-time frame right here. You can change the sensitivity. I've left it kind of on the default 1.7. That changes a little bit of things, but it's not like a game changer particularly. The offset does help though, so I'm going to offset the signals a bit more here because you can see that the signals will jump up. See how they split off away from the candles a little bit. But if I add the 4-hour support and resistance levels, so I'm on the 1 hour at the moment, you can see that they're added in. So the support levels are these ones right here, and then the resistance levels are the ones in red. Now you can change that from 4, or I think I've got it set to 7. Yeah, so you can set it to 7, but it won't go more than there actually is, right? So if you try and set that to 20, if there aren't significant support levels or resistance levels on the 4-hour chart, and you can change this to whatever, then that won't, it won't show them. But isn't that kind of cool that you can add these levels in without having to switch to a different chart and plot them yourself and draw lines and things? I think it's a good time saver, so I'm quite impressed with this feature. And you can see a good example here would be, imagine you only take signals where you're seeing a bounce. So this one is a perfect example. You're seeing a strong bounce off of this key support level right here on the 4-hour chart, even though we're on the 1-hour time frame, and then it runs like mad. Same here. It breaks through this support level, and I just think of these as key bands, so you can actually change the bands level, which is pretty interesting. So you can narrow these or broaden them, because support and resistance shouldn't be just like one single delta function line, right? It's going to be an area, so you can widen these or narrow them depending on, you know, what you prefer. And so this is a good example. Like, you would want to go long when the signal on this one says buy here, off of like a strong level, and be like, all right, cool. And then when it gets to here, you're looking for it to break out through that level. And if it doesn't, then you probably want to take profit. So he's a big advocate of teaching you these basic trading techniques, which you should be doing, but this saves you a lot of time and effort because you're using the system to do it. So, for example, when you get a buy signal here, and it breaks up through this key level, holds it, and then breaks a golden pocket, you're probably going to be pretty good. Up to here is where you might start to worry about a reversal. So far it's gone sideways, but it might start reversing, right? So that's kind of the idea. So we can look at a few of these. Here's another one. It's been rejected here, so it's rejecting and giving a sell signal. It didn't last very long in this case, but at least it did kind of respect that level type of thing. This is a good example here. It rejected from the key level area here, the zone I guess I could call it, and then went all the way down to this guy right here, and that would be your move, right? So you can start to see this again here, rejection from this key level all the way up to here. So if you're into level trading, you know, and that's kind of a cornerstone of a lot of trades. These are long trades, by the way. These are hours. These aren't scalps, you know. This is like a day or something, 2 days at a time. You're going from 12:30 here to 12:30 the next day. So these are long trades. This one, you're kind of stuck, right? You're in the middle between the levels, and of course it gives a sell signal, and it does trend down and find support here. You definitely would want to take profits at this point, right? So you can kind of see how you might start to play these. These are good, like this one, rejection from this level all the way down to the next level. Good. Same here, pretty good. So you can see this thing works. It's just you have to put in a little bit more work than maybe just blindly following the buy-sell signals. But this is a nice move. Again, a buy signal comes in at this level and goes all the way up. Take profits here. So I'm trying to find some that don't, like, you're kind of in no man's land here when you're kind of channeling between the resistance and the support, right, from on the 4-hour chart. And you can change this to weekly or daily or 3-hour or 10-hour or whatever you want. So it's pretty cool. But you can see it works. So that's what I like about it, is it's like it gets your brain, if you're a new trader or maybe somebody who isn't used to trading this way, it takes out the work for you. So like you don't have to plot like you don't have to have like 5 monitors and 10 time frames and plotting the support resistance levels and all of them, correlating them all with your brain, you know, you can just do it on the one chart. So this is why I think some of these algos, like this EZalgo, is actually worth it. And I'll leave a link in the description below where you can get it at the best possible price. I think you'll like it. I think it's definitely, I prefer it to EZalgo because it's a bit simpler, but it's also like more meat and potatoes type of trading, which is kind of cool. But it takes that hard work out for you. So I'm going to look at the reversal bands now, which is the other cool feature that I've started, and I'll do some more reviews on this. This is just kind of like the starting point for me. I'm going to basically add on what is really the only other feature that they currently have, which is, well, they have the dashboard, but they also have the reversal bands. Now these are definitely underutilized from what I can see. So if I look here, you can see that, imagine like this point right here, for example, you're at a key support zone right here. You get a buy signal, you're at a reversal band, so you're right at the reversal band right here. You're going to get a reversal here, and you do. It trends all the way up until the next reversal band, then you get a sell signal. So you're adding in another layer here, but it's still not too complicated as to be overwhelming. So basically you're seeing that you can get this reversal off these bands right here and come down, and again the same thing happens. You get close to the reversal bands right here, and it comes all the way up to go up all the way up back up to here, and it hits these bands up here, and you take profit right there. So you can see you're on another layer, but it's not that complex, right? So reversal again here off of the reversal bands. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like I have a newborn baby, it's kind of crying in the background here, so hopefully it's not too distracting. Maybe the mic's not picking up on it. That would be the hope, right? So anyway, we're getting a reversal off the reversal bands here with a buy signal all the way up to the other bands here. These are kind of faint, so I hope you guys can see them right here. But you can see this basically is pretty solid. Like, look at this. I mean, it does it again here. You have the three things. You have the buy signal, you have the support zone from the 4-hour time frame, and the reversal bands right here, and boom, all the way back up here to the point where it reverses again with a sell signal off the reversal bands, and it does it again. So this is pretty solid trading, like, and this is something that I think is pushing this to this probably second place. Algo Pro has still got a special place in my heart because it's so simple. It's basically default, and it works for me on the SPY 3-minute. But this on the 1-hour chart is pretty solid, and it's pretty simple as well. Easy, as you like to like to call it, right? The EZalgo. So basically, that's my first overview of the EZalgo. I think you guys should try it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. I'm going to continue to test this on different time frames, different tickers with real trades, and I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.